Well, we were all thinking Daniel Bryan would return at the Royal Rumble, but it looks like it's the complete opposite, as Daniel Bryan looks like he's getting fired next week. Yes, next week, as an insider has stated. Well, the same insider who said that John Cena would be leaving after the Hell in a Cell, so he has a pretty good track record. He says, "I work in WWE HR. I'm not high up the totem pole by any means though, so on Friday one of my coworkers had to process a release, and that release was for Daniel Bryan. Monday, January 18th is the date that is listed for when the deal is processed. Not sure exactly why. My coworkers was very quiet about the whole thing other than letting a few people know, and to be honest, she didn't let me know. I'm not in her inner circle, I just overheard her telling someone else and she was in shock. Not sure why it's a week away or anything like that, as our usual releases are dated that very day. She seems shocked by it all." So, basically it's saying usually people in WWE get fired the day of, not a week later. But Daniel Bryan, it looks like he's getting fired from WWE. Why, you may be asking? Well, it's pretty simple. It's because of his injury. WWE is not letting him wrestle anymore, they're not letting him do it. People have been saying, should he come back? He is healthy to come back. Apparently, like doctors outside of WWE has stated that he's actually, should be allowed to wrestle, but the WWE is not letting him. So, is this reliable information? Well, the website is long established and is credible standard. As for the informant, they were first on the scene with the Cena news, where he's gonna leave after Hell in a Cell, which proved to be 100% accurate. So this is pretty crazy. So yeah, what's interesting though is that Daniel Bryan has become a lot more vocal on his social media in the past week. He's outright said he's ready to return and even posted a video of him training to return. Importantly, in the video, he'd never stated I'm ready to return to WWE. He just said I'm ready to return to the ring. So you take that as you wish. He said I'm ready to return to the ring, not ready to return to WWE. I don't see that as a big deal. That doesn't give us any information at all. In my opinion, I think ready to return to WWE and to the ring, same thing anyway. So yeah, Daniel Bryan has been frustrated, has been posting on Twitter. He even posted on Twitter saying, he flat out just said, "Let me wrestle, I'm fine." But WWE isn't letting him. So this is where it all stems from, that Daniel Bryan wants to wrestle. He is, ready to wrestle. He's stated heaps of times he should be able to wrestle. He went to doctors outside of WWE. They said he should be able to wrestle, but WWE isn't letting him because, he won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 30. Then like a month later, broke his neck, got injured. Then the next year, wins the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, and then the same thing, like a month later, breaks his neck and fucking has to go out. So this is pretty ridiculous. Daniel Bryan, he main evented WrestleMania, so this isn't just some, random guy. This is a big deal. He was, pretty much the face of the company for like 6 months from SummerSlam to WrestleMania. He was like the WWE. So this is pretty fucking crazy. So I don't really blame Bryan. I mean, if you're a wrestler and you're ready to wrestle, but your company's not letting you wrestle, why are you still going to be signed to WWE? What are you going to be doing? He's not in like any backstage roles. He doesn't help creative. He is not an announcer. He's nothing like that. So he's basically sitting at home just waiting for WWE. So where could Daniel Bryan go from here? I say New Japan would be the best option, as WWE just raided like all of New Japan's talent, and New Japan needs some more American talent. I think Daniel Bryan should go to New Japan. I know about that. I reckon he will probably go to ROH, as that's his home. He's already been there. He's used to that. My likely guess is he's probably going to Ring of Honor, but I think he should go to New Japan. He might go to New Japan because, of all WWE taking all of New Japan's stars. So this is pretty crazy. Next week, Daniel Bryan could be getting terminated of his contract. And if both parties agree to this, then it's good. but if like WWE didn't want him to leave, or Daniel Bryan did, I don't think Daniel Bryan would want to leave WWE. I think he definitely wants to stay in WWE, just WWE doesn't want him to wrestle, because, you know, he's very fragile. They don't want to break his neck again. But if you know, you're keeping him in your company, but you're not letting him wrestle when he's able to wrestle, why are you keeping there? I don't understand that bit. But yeah, Daniel Bryan next week looks like he will be getting fired. Guys, don't take this as scripture. This is all just stuff, but it's credible source, but it's not official, so don't take it as scripture yet, but just keep an eye out in it. It probably will be happening. This is fucking crazy. My take on this is that WWE should just let Daniel Bryan wrestle. He's stated so many times he's ready to wrestle. He wants to fucking wrestle. Outside doctors have said he needs to wrestle. Not needs to. He can wrestle. And especially now in a drought period where like half your fucking roster is injured, why aren't you letting him wrestle? You need him the most now, leading up to WrestleMania. This is when you need Daniel Bryan. You need as many superstars as you can get, because half the people are dead. Why aren't you letting him wrestle now? I don't understand that bit. I mean, Daniel Bryan, if he wants to wrestle, let him. If you think he's gonna die after WrestleMania, at least let him wrestle until WrestleMania when you need him the most. So I think I'm just gonna miss hearing that theme song again. I'm gonna miss hearing the Yes Chants. Well, we're not gonna miss hearing the Yes Chants. You know, you're gonna hear it every single Raw. For like the next year. I'll miss the theme song for sure. And, you know, I guess in 2K17, Daniel Bryan's not going to be in the game, so that really sucks. But I mean, but Daniel Bryan still has a good chunk of his career left. I'm going to miss seeing him on Raw, even though, you know, it already feels like he's gone, because it's been a year since he's, like, you know, done anything on TV. But I'm going to miss, he's got some time left in his career, so sucks WWE just won't let him wrestle. I mean, especially since he can, especially when you need him now. I definitely think WWE should let him wrestle, but since he's not, I'm definitely going to miss him. But I look forward to seeing him in, you know, in the Indies, ROH, New Japan, or wherever he goes. So yeah, that's my take on the Daniel Bryan situation. Guys, next week, Daniel Bryan could be getting fired.